Good morning. Sure. Happy Saturday. It is I, Lucille from Lucille's Creations. Hope you guys had an awesome week. And we are back at it again. We are going to be doing a couple fun things today. One of the things we're going to be creating will be gel candles. As you can tell from the name, we're going to be making gel candles. And if you haven't followed me or seen my videos before, I make my gel candles for one because of not a lot of videos on gel candles, so I try to give some insight. And I make mine with embeds. So I've already and also I am remix queen. If I make product and I don't like it, or I make it and I don't sell it, I'll come back eventually and remix it to do something else. So with wax melts, I kind of remix them all the time. Wax melts, after a while the scent does die down, so that allows me to add extra fragrance, and sometimes the fragrance leaves completely. So the ones that I have here in front of me now, which we're gonna demold, it was scent still with them, so I didn't have to add a lot of fragrance. If you know about gel wax, then you know, but if you don't know, gel wax itself, you don't use a lot of fragrance oil. That's the first thing that you don't do. So for me to get a good throw from my gel candles, I add my embeds. Now, the thing about that is I put such a high amount in my fragrance oil in my wax melts, but it doesn't affect it in the manner of burning too bad. Because what happens is I don't add a lot of fragrance oil anyway, because I know I'm putting embeds in. And sometimes I may not even add fragrance oil just to be safer. So we're gonna get ready to pop these out. I'm gonna walk you through how I make them. I am gonna do a couple for Valentine's Day. I'm not really doing markets right now, but my nephew had an order, and a couple things I want to play around with gel candles, just to give you ideas, because I'm not doing something for Valentine's Day or Easter or whatever, you know, just an idea so you'll know, and also in case anybody wants to know how to do gel candles. So if you're not, I can't talk this morning. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe, like, comment, and share to my channel. It's gonna be at the bottom, Lucille's Creations. I thank you for your time. So let's get okay. Try this, like my head is giving me business. Face looks all weird. So it is time for the fun stuff. I can get you. All right, there we go. Yeah, that light. All right. Here's my book. Let me see how many grams of wax I need. Margarita glass. There she is. Margarita glass. So this holds 245 grams of wax. Well, I'm not going to put 245 grams of wax in here, because remember we put embeds, so I put less so I won't overflow it. So here's my gel wax. Now, for those who are new candle making, gel wax comes in 3 forms. It comes in low density, medium density, and high. I ordered high density gel, which It was a mistake, but I'm gonna use it anyway. The difference between all three is the texture for one. This is much, much firmer than the other gel wax that I use, which is the medium density. So these are good to be used for your ice cubes, mostly for ice cubes. It can be used for candles, which I am going to use it for candles. It just holds a higher fragrance oil load, which is the highest that you can put with gel wax. Gel wax has I think a 5% or either 6% fragrance oil load. I think medium density has a load of 3%, maybe 4%. And I think low density has a fragrance oil load of 1 to 3, something like that. I'm not sure, but you don't need a lot of fragrance oil for this, which is why we add embeds. Okay, so what I'm gonna show you now is how and what I do when we get into end. So the vessel that we're gonna be, let's not just do this one. The vessel we're gonna be doing is the Margarita glass. I have my wicks already. It's gonna be 4 wicks because of how wide it is across the top. And we're going to put about 200 grams of wax in the melting pot. With gel wax, you do not do the double broiler method. You just put it on direct heat itself. Okay? So I'm gonna get this cut. I'm gonna put this in here. And we're just gonna, that's what we don't want to do. For one, is not have enough. And for two, don't want to have too much. You gotta have a little muscle. Turn your ass up and see what we're doing. Okay, this is the gel wax. Yeah, there we go. If I was doing this for drinks, I can just cut it like this. If I don't want to add any, if I don't want to melt it down. And put it in my vessel, whatever vessel I'm going to use. That's 89. It's 203. And I know I said 200, but I try to. So we got 220. So we have 220 grams of wax that we're gonna go put on direct heat. We're gonna melt it down. Then we're gonna wick our vessel while this is melting, get our fragrance oil together. So therefore, once it comes off, we'll add our fragrance oil, stir in the fragrance oil, and we'll pour. So let's get this under heat and we'll be back. Okay, these are our wick tabs. I can't remember where I got these from. You can get them pretty much from any candle supply place. I get mine from Amazon. You can put them in one at a time. You can put them in all together. It's just up to you what you want to do. I'm just gonna peel that. For this particular vessel, I am using 4 wicks. And see how it's not sticking? That's weird. I might have got fragrance oil on it. Yeah, I got fragrance oil on there. I was saying, But yep, I got fragrance oil on the bottom of my wick. I got these wicks, which are CD10. I got these from California Candle Supply. I order supplies from multiple places. It is always good to have more than one supplier because you never know. Some of them carry different fragrance oils that I like. They have different products that one may not have. So I have to go, oh my gosh, I think about 4 different ones. My main one is Virginia Candle Supply. For my wick, no, for my wax, gel, and my soy blended. For my fragrances, and also my soap bases. I get from there. Then I have Wholesale Candle Supply, which I order from. I've never ordered from Candle Science. I order from Lone Star. I order from this place, California Candle Supply. Oh, also Cajuns Candles is a very good place to order from. So, but you know, I'll do a video listing places where I order my I'm gonna show you how I put these in, because you don't need you can just put these in yourself. So I try to stick them. You can I tried a local place because I am in Florida. That was a terrible experience. I'm still waiting on stuff. So no, local, I can't do local. When I order from Virginia Candle Supply, if I order Monday, it's shipped out Tuesday and here by Thursday. So sometimes shipping can be ridiculous. Okay, so this is weird. Let me take that one off. I think that's the one that had that fragrance oil on. Peel that paper off. I'm gonna reset this again. I didn't like how that looked. It wasn't going down right. Okay, and I got one more I'm gonna stick here. All right. Okay. I don't put one directly in the middle because I'm about to take these down some more. I already cleaned these. I spray with alcohol, or can use warm soapy water to just wash and dry. Sometimes I do that and I still use alcohol. So, and this is Strawberry Daiquiri. So, and it is March 2, Valentine's Day. These are some of the embeds I'm going to use. And strawberries, of course. Okay, so we have our embed. So now I'm going to just measure out some fragrance oil for this one. Strawberry right in here already. And remember, we're making a gel candle, so we're not going to use a whole ton of fragrance oil. And let me pull you over so you can see what I'm doing. There we go. As you see right now, it's on 0. So, let's see. Let me pour this in there. is 4 grams. Okay, that's just strawberry. So let's add some of the daiquiri. Seven grams. And that's about all the fragrance oil we're going to put for this particular candle. But you got to remember, these embeds, they have fragrance in them. A ton of fragrance. So we just want enough. Because we don't want to have it too much in here. And it says 7 grams. And that's the fragrance oil. So what we're doing now is just waiting for the gel wax to melt. So we got our embeds. Let me see me. So we have embeds right here. Yeah, let's trim this over. Okay. So we got wax embeds here that we're gonna use, and we have our fragrance oil. Okay, so I just took the gel wax off. It is melted down already. Now I'm just testing it. Okay, so look how fast this thing going. Yeah. I like to wait a little bit before I do add my before I'm gonna add my fragrance oil. Okay. One thing you have to make sure when you're doing gel candles, your fragrance oil needs to be compatible with gel wax. If you get fragrance oil that does not go into gel wax, it is going to make it cloudy, and you don't want it cloudy. So to know, there are 2 ways that I know it can go into my gel wax. When I'm looking for scents, it'll tell me sometime on the label gel compatible, or if I look at the flash point, the flash point has to be 170 or above, like on this one. And it says 170. So anything 170 and above could go into gel wax. That's a surefire way to know that you got the right wax. I mean, the right fragrance oil for your wax. Everything, most of my fragrance oils go into wax, the soy wax, gel wax, soaps. It goes into all of that. I look forward to be able to do that. Okay, I'm gonna stir this some. Another thing about gel wax, you use a metal object to stir, not wooden. You don't want to stir too vigorously because you'll get bubbles. I particularly don't want bubbles in this candle, so I'm gonna have to wait for this to cool just a little bit. I'm gonna add a little tiny bit of color. I got this box of color from Amazon many moons ago. It has 24 colors in here. And on here, how I know it's for candles, because it says right here, candle dye. Okay. And I'm putting like 1 tiny, tiny drop in here. I literally put enough in here to tint this. I'm gonna put the rest of my fragrance oil. How I add my fragrance oil, I add half, stir, 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 then I let it sit, cool some, add the other half, stir, 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 and let it cool all the way down. With gel wax, I need it to be pliable so I can pour. I can't let it get, then I have to melt it back down. I love this thing. I got this from TikTok. This smells really, really good. I don't even have to put it to my nose to smell it. I can smell it from where it's at. This is still extremely hot. Still hot. So we're gonna let this sit here and just cool. Because if I pour this too soon, I can actually add just a tiny bit more color. Has like a pink tint, which is fine. I'm gonna let this sit here because for one, I need to cool down, and for two, I want the bubbles to reside. So if I let it sit here a little bit, the bubbles will start to dissipate, which I want because I want you to be able to see what's in the glass. When I'm usually doing my gel candles and I'm thinking of like the ocean or Florida or a beach type thing, I leave the bubbles to give it that look, which is fine, but for this particular one, I don't want the bubbles. So we're gonna wait a little bit. And just stir this and wait, stir and wait. I might put more color. I don't want to put too much color because then you won't be able to see in there. I can see it has a pink tint, so I'm going to leave it alone. And we're just going to let this cool some more. Close this up because I may not even use it anymore. For the other, this out of the way, we've used that. Whenever I'm doing candles, I always do. So I can get this poured. Another thing about gel candles, they don't have to set and cure like with our other candles, with soy candles. Soy candles have to cure at least 14 days. That is the recommended time for them to sit and cure. I bit of the fun part. Oh yeah, I definitely could add my embeds. See if you can see inside of there. Give me one moment. One moment. I don't really have to put anything on here. I can do it like this if I'm going no true. I just want these to sit up for me. That's fine. I just need to sit up. See, you can see the strawberry. I'm gonna put another flower in here. Come over here and I'm gonna put this full strawberry in here. Wait, because we're gonna put that on top. Now, I added more wax in here. The wax was a tad bit harder than I wanted it, so it kind of shrunk my embed some a little, not a lot, which is fine, but this is what this looks like. So when your customer burns it, yes, your wax melts are gonna melt, which is the idea, but it's also gonna have a great scent. So we're gonna let this finish solidifying because it's not solidified yet. And we're gonna work on doing some more. But this is how I make my gel candles. This was a Margarita one. A Strawberry Daiquiri was the scent that was used. So now I'm gonna make a couple others. And I'll just insert pictures at the end of the other ones that I made. But this is, put it up close so you can get a good view. There we go. This came out really nice. And it smells really good. So that is how to make the gel candles. Thank you for your time. be on the lookout. I have so much content I need to get out. I am gonna do one about gel wax, about supplies, about places where you can order your supplies from when you're starting your candle making. So just be on the lookout. I'll be posting a video of that. So in the meantime, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Also share. So therefore, whenever I do put a video out, you'll be notified and you won't miss a thing. Again, I am Lucia from Lucia's Creations. Thank you for your time. I hope you learned something. And I'm no expert, but if I can help, I will. So I just try to give you what I got. All right. Bye.